Hiya, I'm Lucy from Supernatural Nails, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to safely file off hard gel nails. So in my hard gel removal kit, you will have a 100 grit file, a 180 grit file, and a 240 grit 2-in-1 file and buff, as well as a pink buffer block, your cuticle pusher, and a bottle of cuticle oil. So as you can see, I've only got 2 nails on here. That's just because I removed my own gel in the previous video. So I've got 1 nail here to represent a gel overlay on a natural nail, and this one which is an extension. And as you can see, I've tried to make them look so that they've got some regrowth on there, just so that they'll look a bit more like your own. So let's get going. Okay, so first things first, you're gonna want to take any extra length off that you don't want anymore. If you've got a pair of nail clippers at home, you can use these, especially if you've got an extension on. So what you want to do with this one is take it from the side and just give it a clip, and as you can see, it'll just go straight across there. If you don't want to take all the length off, which I'd imagine you do because you're removing your nails, you can just file it off if you don't have clippers. So the first file we're going to use is our 100 grit file. So this is pretty rough and you need to go steady with it. Don't go crazy, catching your skin, all that kind of stuff. You'll generate heat and you'll, potentially graze your skin or cut it. You don't want to do that. So with your 100 grit file, we're going to remove the colour and the top coat. And as you get close to your regrowth area, just be really careful and hold your file at a bit more of an angle, so that you're not going to catch your natural nail. This is really dusty, so make sure that you put a towel down or some kitchen paper, something like that, just to catch all the dust, because if you're removing a full set, it's going to be hella dusty. So you can see there, if I just get rid of this dust, that we're down to the hard gel now. Just get rid of this bit on the side. And you can see from the side that we've still got a fair bit of bulk there, compared to where the natural nail is. So still using this file, we can now take some of that down. Especially when you get around the sides, you can use your thumb to pull your skin out of the way, and that way you won't catch it. And you can see that that's much thinner now. So we're going to pop the 100 grit file to one side and pick up your 180 file. This one's obviously a different shape, and you can get in around your cuticle area a bit better with this one. So we're just going to continue to file the gel layer away. Do not go too fast, because you'll cause a heat sensation from the friction. So it's better to go in one direction and lift the file off rather than sawing back and forth like that, because you'll cause more heat when you do a sawing action. And you don't want to press hard with the file on your nail. The file should do the work for you. Go lightly round near where the gel meets your natural nail. You don't want to file a big groove into your natural nail. So keep stopping and checking how close you are to your natural nail. If you look from the side, you'll be able to see a bit better, or even from straight onwards, like down the tip, and you can see there's still quite a bit of gel there on top of the natural nail. You should start to be able to feel when you're getting closer to your natural nail. So I'm just slowing down a bit. And now at this point, I'm going to switch to my 240 file. The 240 file is safe to use on your natural nail. It's a much finer grit. You still don't want to damage your natural nail though, so do still be careful when you're filing this kind of grown out cuticle area. At this point, there's really only a very thin amount of gel left on there. If you can see that there isn't any lifting on there, which would be visible as kind of whiter patches, kind of like a bit like this, you could actually leave the nail at this point and just buff over, and just let the gel grow out, because that, you know, you're not going to damage your natural nail that way. Just buff it off. For me, this is actually because I'd already taken my nails off, this is a tip, so I am going to try and file it off just to show you how you would remove every last bit of the gel. So again, using the file side of my 2-in-1, just very gently as you can see, this is really time consuming, but it's important to do this slowly and safely so that you don't damage your nails. So I've switched over to my buffer. I'm just going to smooth everything over. You've also got a pink buffer block in your kit, which you can use as well. And that is that nail, just about done there. So now that my extension is off, we're going to do the same thing on the natural nail overlay. So 100 grit file, exactly the same process. Take off any colour and your top coat. So if you've just got top coat on, you'll just basically be removing the shine. Go gently round near the edge, near the grown out cuticle area. And I want to take this one shorter as well. It's much easier to reduce that length with the 100 grit file. So on a natural nail overlay, you won't have as much bulk of the gel. It's thinner. Unless you've got really long nails, you won't have as much of an apex built up here. So like we did before, we're just gonna take down some of the bulk. Going quite slowly. And just keep checking how close you get into your natural nail. So at this point, I'm going to switch to my 180 file. And now, because I'm so close to my natural nail, I'm going to switch back to the file side of my 240 2-in-1. And just go very gently. As the gel gets thinner, you'll be able to actually see your natural nail underneath. And now nearly all the gel is removed, so I'm going to switch to my buffer. As I said before, like it is okay to have a very thin layer of the hard gel left on your nail, as long as that's not starting to lift. And there we go. So that's both nails removed now. So I'd go and wash your hands at this point, and then with your cuticle pusher, push your cuticles back. And with your cuticle oil, I just want to put a drop on each and rub that in. If you've had hard gel on for a while, your natural nails might actually feel really weak because they've not had any oxygen to them. So they will harden up a little after 24 to 48 hours. So yeah, keep your hands and nails moisturised, put your cuticle oil on at least a couple of times a day, and that's it, we're done. All off, safely removed with no damage to your natural nail. Thanks, I'll see you soon.